beat, man. I like that beat. That beat is what's up. Give y'all a few minutes. You can cut it. 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 What's up, man? Welcome back. I'm your man, the Spree, and you are with the Spree Speaks Show. Look, man, we got a great show for you guys tonight. I got a special treat for y'all. In the building, man, I got my youngest son co-hosting the Speaks with me tonight, man. So y'all say what's up to my youngest son, Isaiah, in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Say what's up, kid.
What's going on?
So tonight, before we get off into it, you know, I always like to get into hot topics. We're going to get into the hot topics before we get off into the main topic. But before we get off into that, you guys always hear me talk about my kids and things that my kids are doing, being entrepreneurs and things like that. So, real quick, my son has a clothing line. You've heard me talk about it. He's actually wearing it right now. You can see he's rocking his own clothing line. So, I want to ask you real quick, what made you, before we get into what the clothing line is called and why you call it that, what inspired you to start your own clothing line?
Um, Honestly, I just don't like working.
You don't like working? I don't think anybody likes to work.
Like working in a traditional sense.
Oh, you mean working for
If you
somebody?
because it's not about working for somebody. It just depends on who you work for. Like, if you're looking in a traditional sense, most people my age only making. Man, I was making 12 an hour at a place that I worked at almost 3 years, and I was a manager. So when you're looking at the cost of living in Texas, yeah, it's low, but that's not helping people who are like below 35.
Mm-hmm.
Because, for example, if you just take the apartment I live in, it's almost $2,000 apartment. Everybody that live in there is 20. So if we all getting paid less than, they say now $15 an hour is like the most acceptable wage. But realistically, you can't
That ain't
support
really no money.
you can't support one person out of $15.
Yeah, that
Let
ain't,
alone 2 or 3 or kids.
yeah, that ain't no money.
So I don't know. I think it just kind of outweighed. I didn't have that many pros to keep working.
So let me ask you this: what is the name of the clothing line?
Name of the clothing line is Sublime Superstars.
Sublime.
No
Superstar.
LLC yet. The LLC is coming really soon.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
I
So,
did check to make sure nobody else had a name.
so what does Sublime Superstars represent? What does that stand for? Is that like? Well, how did you come up with the name Sublime Superstar?
I really don't remember. Like one day I was just thinking really hard. I can't really remember what I saw. But I think I was in class for sure in college. Like last year, I was in bio just doodling. Cause I mean, I really like to be honest. I always been a good student. Um, but if it's boring, it's boring. Like I really wasn't too tapped in. But they was talking about, or not bio, sorry, chemistry, wrong class. We were talking about chemistry, and they was talking about sublimation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the process of sublimation, you can almost go from one thing to another and kind of skip some steps.
Right, right.
So, in some senses, I feel like I went from one thing to another, and I kind of skipped some steps. Whether you want to call the steps years, or I kind of jumped from one stage to another stage. So,
right.
That's kind of how I was thinking about it. So I kind of googled the definition or whatever, and I was like, okay, well, this is cool, but I just need something else to go behind it. So it took like a couple days, but when I lived in Cullen Oaks my freshman year, me and my roommate was the two youngest people in the whole building. So we was 18, but everybody else was like 20, 21. Like we had transfer students, some grad students was in there, and like I said, we was the youngest basically on the block, but nobody knew our names. So his name was short. His name was Rico, so they called him Rico. But I had like this hat or something at the time. And I pretty much wore it every day. So all the older guys, like they were 22, 23, were like, "What's up, superstar?" Every day. And me and my friends one day, we was just up like normal college stuff, 4 in the morning. We was like just thinking on it. I was like, I kind of want to like see if I could like start selling clothes. Like I didn't really have a plan. I just wanted to see if I could do it, cause I wanted to do it when I was younger. But I feel like I didn't think I know I'm creative, but I can't like draw. I think a lot of people think that you have to like be able to draw to start doing a clothing line, which is I had to find out that's not really the case. You know, as long as you know the right people or whatever the case may be, it becomes a little easier. So this girl that I know, she do graphic design. She does graphic design. So she ended up calling me one day and was like, you know, if you really serious about starting, I'll make your logo for free.
Right.
I offered to pay her though. She didn't want to. She just said, I'm gonna just make it, but you need to use it. So
right.
She made it, and this was like literally a couple days after New Year's last year, 2023. Like she made it like December 28th. Then New Year's went past, and I had like creator's block, like how people have writer's block. Like I had creator's block for like 2 months. Like I had the logo, but I really just couldn't think of nothing. Like nothing, no shirts, nothing. I open my iPad, my laptop every day, no thoughts. And then I was just trying to force it. Like I had all the mock-ups and everything, but everything that I was making, I just didn't like. I finished something like a couple hours, 1 or 2 hours. Cause see, like we was talking about earlier, when he asked me why I don't like fishing, I was talking about how impatient I am. Like I be wanting stuff done right then. So if I make something in 2 or 3 hours, I never really, at first, I really had no thoughts of like going back and editing stuff. Cause I like to do stuff in one take. I really hate doing it. But that's why I don't like essays so much. Cause you gotta pre-read them,
right.
proofread them and all that. I'm not really into that. So, like 3 months went by. I think I made my first thing. I was at my homeboy house. His name is Trey. One of the dudes I was telling you about, he do YouTube. Made like 40,000 a month. So we was all at his house, probably like 10 deep. And everybody was doing something. Like, you know, we had somebody was getting their hair braided, but we got the braider, he making videos, somebody else editing. They got the studio in the back. Everybody doing something. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be the only one in here not doing it. So I opened the laptop, and I kind of just had like 30 minutes of just blackout period. Like I just really don't remember. I opened the laptop, and I looked up, and I was done. And that was like the first hoodie, like the zip ups I got. That was the first thing I ever made, and I was showing it to everybody, and they liked it. And they was like, "What would you add?" I was like, "Nothing. I'm done." Like I just had a feeling I was done. Like I ain't really need to add nothing else. Some weeks went by. Mind you, I didn't have no money for it at the time. I was just drawing, just to be prepared.
Right.
So I had it drawn up. Weeks went by. I didn't touch it. I ain't want nothing done to it. It looked perfect the way it was. I didn't want to change it.
Right.
So I ended up saving like 3 of my work paychecks, and I found this manufacturer, this dude that go to school with me, I liked the way his clothes fit, the materials and everything he had. So I asked him, who your manufacturer, or whatever. And the thing I don't understand about now is everybody feel like you have to take advantage of somebody to make money. So like with the manufacturers and all that, they be trying to, especially people my age, they trying to sell it to you. Nobody just believing, you're not gonna take no money from me, so I can just give it to you. They trying to sell it to me. So he like, oh, give me $50, I'll tell you who make the clothes. Like, why is it like that? I get that everything,
Right.
everything is about money, but it's not.
Well, it's always been like that.
But like my
That's
thing
not.
is,
That's always been like that. That's always. It's
like Kanye
always,
said, having money is not everything.
Yeah.
But not having it is though.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So I understood. So I gave him. He was like, you know what, 25. So I had 20. I had like $30. But I sent him 25 anyway. I'm like, okay, I gotta make this 25 shake. So I get the 25. I text the Pakistani dude the same day.
Mm-hmm.
Set something up. And this is when I found out how expensive samples are. Like if you just get one or two or like three, if you don't get like a minimum like 30, the price be super high. So I asked him, I sent him in or whatever. He ended up telling me, like for three, I'll do three for like 500. I was like, what? Three what? He was like, I'll do three for 500. So I ended up paying at the beginning an outrageous amount. So I got them back. I got three of them at first. I had three. I had a black one, I had a white one, and I had a red one. I got them back. I was cool with the material, everything. It was a couple slight things that I didn't like, but everything else was fine. So
I'm feeling that slab.
like 2 months later,
I'm feeling it.
Man,
Jump shots. I'm feeling it.
like 2 months later, I saved up some more money, and I got like 5 more. He did me 5 for like $450. So at this point, I'm already almost $1,000 in, and I haven't made a dollar yet.
Yeah.
So I really, like I said, I really didn't know nothing about marketing or anything like that. Like I knew, but I didn't know how to like do it for myself.
Right.
So, but I still wouldn't do it. Like I wouldn't do it over a different way.
Right. So listen, type in the link to the clothing line right there. I'm gonna send the link to you guys right now. You can go check it out. Sublime All Stars is the clothing line. Now listen, I've always said publicly, personally, how extremely proud I was of my son, all my kids, but definitely when you're trying to do things on your own, it hits different. Now, hot topic, I generally don't get into topics that I don't really know anything about personally, but I got 2 hot topics. It's been blowing up. People have been asking me about it. So the first I'm gonna ask you, because this is you how old are you now, son? 20 years old. So I knew that, but I just, you got to do something since you're here with me. What's this thing with Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion? What's this about? Because somebody asked me about it, and I said I have no clue. I didn't even know they called Nicki Minaj Barbs. I just found this out yesterday. So what's this about? You have any idea what this is about?
I mean, I know a little bit just from being on the internet, but I really haven't read much. I try to stay out of grown women business. I try to stay out of women business in general.
Right.
But from
Hold
what I
on.
understand,
Let me ask you this before you elaborate. Let me ask you this: Megan Thee Stallion or Nicki Minaj?
As in what? Like rapping?
You prefer which one?
Or Nicki Minaj?
You a Nicki? Okay, Nicki Minaj.
Anybody with a brain would say that.
Why? How you figure?
What is
Megan?
What has she done?
Well, I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't listen to Megan or Nicki Minaj, so
regardless of who you like, right? Everybody has these artists that they like, and then they have people that they know are actually
right.
Like a lot of people don't like Eminem. That's why he never get his flowers.
I agree.
So people to sit there and say that Nicki Minaj is not the best female rapper ever would be delusional. No matter who you like, that's just truth. If we going off of you want to go numbers,
okay.
You want to go sales, you want to go longevity, whatever you want to wordplay, whatever
Okay.
So now.
So do you like Megan Thee Stallion?
I think she a rap.
I didn't ask you. I said, do you like her?
What's to like about her?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know. I really have no lane. She don't bring nothing productive to my thought process.
I got you.
So I really don't pay attention. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to women business. Now, obviously, with this, it's been retweeted or whatever so much by girls my age that I'm just seeing it, but I ain't just paying no attention.
So
they
what
talking
is
about
the-
she mad over a song.
So that's what the beef is about? A
So
song?
supposedly Nicki Minaj is mad that, Megan Thee Stallion did the song with Cardi B, the WAP song.
Right.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B don't get along.
Okay.
So I guess she felt like Megan, did her some type of way or whatever. But even after that, they met up a couple times after that. They done been in the studio. So I'm not really sure as to why now it's just coming up now. Because before Megan dropped the first diss track, I knew nothing about this.
Gotcha.
I didn't even know that they were supposed to be
Beefing.
none of that.
Gotcha.
So I was confused. So I'm listening to it. And then Nicki Minaj got on live. But now they clip it. They clip everything. Like on TikTok, they got clips of the live of what she was saying and everything.
Right.
So she on the live, going hard. Not really saying why. But then I figured it had to be something because I thought it was publicity stunt at first. They might have had a collab album or something.
Gotcha.
But she just started going too hard. She started talking about how Megan Mama was, how she died and all that. Yeah, going real hard.
What?
Everything.
Wow.
Because Megan was talking about, I don't know if you heard
No, I don't know anything.
her
about
last diss track. What really gave it fuel was she brought up Megan's Law, which was a wordplay as her name, but Megan's Law,
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
So Nicki Minaj's husband, I don't know if you know, is a registered sex offender.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she married him. Though.
See, I don't.
But
keep
the general.
I got you. I got
so
the
now,
slug though. I see
so
where the
now
slug
everybody
coming
that take a shot at Nicki Minaj, that's the lane they use because no matter what you say,
Got you.
you married to, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So that's the low blow they try to take. So
Gotcha.
I guess Nicki felt, you go low.
She feels something.
I'm gonna go lower, but really the origin of the beef, I don't know nothing about.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I try to stay out of women business.
So let me
That's
ask
just
you
what I've
this.
seen.
So let me ask you this. I've been seeing this girl with the tattoo on the face.
Tattoo on my face.
Yeah. I don't know her name. Somebody said Blueface somebody.
Krishan.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal with the tattoo on the face?
I have no idea. I really don't.
What was she thinking?
I really have never seen, like in real life or on the internet, anybody act like that for a long period of time and not snap out of it. Like it's been almost.
She's
We've been hearing
doing
about
this?
the same. Yeah, she got like 7 tattoos in.
Of him?
The face, yeah. Face, she got a name a couple times. She got his face somewhere else too. She all kind of stuff. So, but mind you, this has only been over like a 4-year span. Like this probably been going on since like my senior year of high school, whatever.
Wow.
When they first, not even that long, cause she ain't been popping that long. Not even that long.
Wow.
So, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, I
with that
don't know
because
nothing about
they done
them
had a
people.
whole situation between him saying he wasn't the baby daddy and
Oh, they got
her
kids.
one, the baby like 2, a couple months old, whatever the case may be.
Oh.
But the fallout was because he said he wasn't the baby daddy
Wow.
some months ago. But then they done been back. If she be back, then she leave. Then she be back. Then she leave. She on some TV show where they be on there fighting and all that, like kind of like Bad Girls Club, but a younger version.
Gotcha.
But I really don't know. Like I said, I never seen somebody
Weird.
behave that way.
That's weird.
For somebody to have that much effect on them. Mind you, he got another kid with another lady.
Fresh kid?
No. The little boy like 7.
Oh.
But had him was with Krishan, and then when Krishan left, when he kicked out, he went back to the baby mama.
Wow.
Now her and the baby mama was supposed to be beefing. Then they got cool on Instagram. They was on live. Now nobody friends no more. So she's supposed to be setting up all these child support payments, and then
Yeah,
the
that's
other
crazy.
day they get on there with the video. She got the fake tattoo. So I'm
Yeah.
confused.
That's young
like I
people.
said,
Yeah, that's young people.
no,
so-
it's not. It's not young people anything. People with brains don't follow stuff like that. That's I don't.
Well, now
extracurriculars,
that I'm inclined to agree with you.
I really don't have no comments on
I'm
it.
inclined to agree with you. So, listen, man, we're going to get off into this topic, man. We got a very, very explosive topic for you guys tonight. We were having a conversation. I was having a conversation with some people a couple days ago. That's how the topic came about. I posted it. You guys went bananas over it. So, obviously, we had to speak on it. So, our topic tonight is, can your spouse owe you money? Now, listen, we welcome the comments. We welcome anybody who'd like to call in, who'd like to jump in on this live. You are very welcome to jump in. Before I get off into my thoughts on the topic, I'm gonna first, my son's not married. You got a girlfriend, son?
Mm.
No girlfriend. My son don't even have a girlfriend. But I'm gonna ask my son this question real quick, because I just gotta know how he feels about this. So let me ask you this, son. If you got married, right? Hopefully long time from now. But if you got married,
Mm.
can your wife owe you money? Could your wife owe you money, or could you ever owe your wife money?
Me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
Nah.
No. Why not?
Why?
Yeah. Well, I'm asking why not. You just
I'm
can't say
asking why.
no. I'm asking why not.
I feel like I don't know, if you have to like think about that, then y'all probably shouldn't be married. That's just my way of thinking.
Well, man, I will see.
Because you really shouldn't be in a situation. I feel like you shouldn't be in a situation with somebody that you married to that you owe them anything. Whether it's money, I don't know. That's just me.
Well, I mean, I'm asking because you would be surprised.
What situation would you have for somebody to owe you some money?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at the comments that I received when I posted this topic.
But I'm asking.
We gonna get into
maybe
it.
I'm not really understanding.
No, there's no other way to understand.
But I'm trying to figure out what's the basis on your wife owing you money?
So listen, I asked this question before we got, I had this conversation with about 4 or 5 people a couple days ago, and you guys would be completely shocked at some of the answers I received. I had a couple people telling me, "Hell yeah, she can owe me. Hell yeah, I want my bread." I had one of my boys on Facebook say, "Run that bread. I want that bread. Yeah, she can owe me." And I thought he was playing. He was like, "No, I want that bread."
But that goes back to the question: why would she owe you? What would go on for her to owe you? Because if I don't want to say that, but like, why would you be on? That's the part I'm stuck on. Why would she owe you?
You know what? I can't. I really.
Because it shouldn't really be a situation for anybody to be owed on either side.
Listen. I'm reserving my comments because I've got some really good comments for me personally. But again,
I'm just not understanding.
Again, you would be surprised at the type of responses and answers that came when I asked this question. So,
because for the people that's saying like, "Yeah, run my bread," like, why are you still with that person if they got to owe you? Because the kind of object is to not have to owe anybody anything.
Well,
it's a joint thing.
You be surprised. I had somebody say to me, and this is a true story. I had somebody tell me, "Yeah, I don't pay for my wife to get her hair fixed, or I don't pay for my wife to do, personal stuff like that. I don't pay for that." Mm-hmm. So if my wife asks me, if my wife say, "Hey, give me $100 until Thursday," I want my $100 Thursday. And I say, "So what? Wait a minute." So he said, "Yeah, if she tell me she want $100 to Thursday, I want my $100 Thursday." Mm. So then my answer was, "So what happens when Thursday comes and you don't get the $100?
Right. That's my point though.
Yeah. So listen, there's so many.
Because again, like I really don't know how to word it, but if you looking for that money back, like that's where the owing, like the action of owing somebody comes into place. Because like you saying, if she don't get his money back on Thursday, then what?
Right. You 100% right. So I just
if you willing to do it, you have to do it, not expecting anything back. I feel like, or then you doing it for the wrong reason. Because are you doing it just so she can be quiet? If you expecting the money back, I feel like you don't really want to do it. That's just me.
Well, here's the thing. So I was gonna wait before I gave my comments, but obviously I'm gonna have to give mine. I'm just trying to see something real quick. Right quick. Let's see. the reality of all of this is this. This is my 2 cents. I gotta put my 2 cents in quick, cause I'm quite sure we're gonna start getting comments and things like that. So I gotta go ahead and get my 2 cents in. Let me just get back to these comments. Um, oh man, these comments real quick. So the first thing is this. Is the first thing. Let me see how I can explain this. So I gotta be careful because there's a couple of things that always stand out when we're talking about um, a spouse owing, right? So if I say, for example, if I say something like, "Hey, I tell you what. So you went and got your hair done Saturday. You paid $200 for your hair, but you asked me for $200 and said it was to pay the lights, right? But here you show up, you got your hair done." Some would probably feel like because you misuse these funds,
Mm-hmm.
I want my $200 back. Some would feel that because you may be irresponsible with money, that you probably should not be overseeing money, if that makes sense, right? So, because here's the deal, we can talk, we can get. I mean, if we being honest, if we being honest, we can talk about, yeah, I'm not going. Me personally, I'm not going to ever owe my spouse shit. For me personally, there's no way you could ever tell me I owe you anything. Never, not me. I don't give a damn how you look at it, how you spin it, how you describe it. There's no way if we are married, you could ever look to me and say, "Hey man, run that $40 you got for me yesterday." Hell no. It's no way. I just believe that in a marriage, and we ain't talking about, we're not talking about, common law marriage and girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm talking about we stood in front of the judge and, family and friends. There's no way you can objectively say to me, "I owe you."
Mm-hmm.
Right? I even had somebody say to me, "Well, shoot, I pay my own cell phone bill. He pay his. I pay my own car insurance. He pay his. Right? I pay the water bill. He pay the light bill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if he don't pay his phone bill, his phone off, mine on. What the hell? Like I mean, it's no, to each his own. To each his own. I mean, I can't speak about the dynamics of a marriage for anybody.
You need to know who you do.
People can do what they want in their household, but there's no way in the world that I'm married and my phone is off and your phone is on,
Mm-hmm.
and you okay with my phone being off. This ain't adding. Something is not in the water, ain't clean. How is it that? See, this how generates from. See, the owing and the spouse comes from one separate bank accounts, separate money, separate ways of doing things. This is how the owing comes about. This is how the owing comes about, right? Um, when you have two different bank accounts, when there's no joint bank account, when there's not a combined bank account. Now you can have a separate bank account. I get it. I won't say that's too far off because I've done it. I've had separate bank accounts. However, there is a joint account. There ain't never gonna be, you know what I'm saying, an instance where I can't go to the bank if I feel like I want to go to the bank and get some money, and if I do, I gotta owe you. Does that make sense? Like if I go to the bank and take out $100, I gotta now say, hey, I took $100 out the bank. I owe you $100. Can you picture that? Is that something you can see? I just.
So I say you gotta know what you're doing.
That makes me feel really weird. You know what I'm saying?
Some people, that's what they prefer.
Yeah, that gives me a really weird feeling to know that I would even have to be subjected to something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even see myself really just saying, you know what, hey, okay, that's cool. You say I owe you, I'll pay it back to you. Hell no. I ain't doing that. No. I owe you, get it back when I'm dead. I ain't doing that. And I think for me, most of the time, I try to look at all things objectively as far as how a person may react to certain things. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you when you look at it, you just like, man, what? Like how does that even equate? Let's get to some of these comments. It says, no matter if you're being responsible, Monique says, no matter if you're being responsible or not, you still cannot owe a spouse. There you go. To each their own. Hell, y'all shouldn't have been married. Y'all living like roommates.
That's what I said.
You did. You said that. Absolutely. You did say that. But listen. I'm trying to make it to where it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be objective to where it kind of makes sense. Like I don't want to just be seeming like it don't make no sense. So I'm trying to see if I can make it make some kind of sense, and I still can't make no sense of it.
It's not meant for you to make sense of.
So let me spin it. So let's say you the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife has a money problem. She shop all the time.
Stop. I'm not gonna be with nobody that have a money problem if I'm a breadwinner.
Well, we hypothetically speaking.
That's not a hypothetical.
Okay, so
that's
let's
just dumb.
so
you
let's,
see what you just said? Start off where you just said. You a breadwinner. You with somebody that have a money problem.
Yeah, I guess
that don't mix to begin with.
Yeah, you right.
So that's where a lot of people go wrong. They don't you skipping over stuff.
Yeah.
Why, if I got all the money, am I gonna talk to you and you got a money problem? Why?
Well, she may not have had a money problem to start with.
She ain't gonna build one with me.
That may have manifested over time.
She ain't gonna build one with me. Not with my money. You build a money problem with your money.
No, so what I see, you say not with your money.
Yeah.
She do it with her money.
Yeah.
So there is no
I just told you we're not gonna be together if she got a money problem.
So what I'm asking, so what if you met her and she didn't have a money problem at the time?
You're not gonna build one with me. As soon as I get in and sniff for money problem, you gotta stop spending money irrationally, or I'm gonna stop talking to you. It's really not hard. I really don't understand why so many grown people lack common sense. It's really not that hard. It's not.
Simple, just that simple.
It is. They always talk about life is black or white. I do cartwheels in the gray area. That's all I got.
So how you come up with the fact that it's so simple as
It's
no?
I never said it was a fact. You asked me
I did.
what
I
I
did.
do.
I did.
I gave you my response.
I did.
Everybody don't respond like me clearly, or they would have a little more money to their name. So I can't tell you what 99% of people do. I can tell you what I would do. I wouldn't be with nobody with a money.
So
problem,
let
and
me
I got
ask
all
you
the
this.
money.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So you married.
Right.
You married.
Right.
Your wife's not working. You working. Your wife. You got 2 kids. Your wife is home,
Right.
taking care of the kids, seeing about the kids.
Right.
You know, making sure the house is straight, the whole nine. But she grocery shops. Sometimes the grocery bill sometimes 200,
Right.
300. You know what I mean? You rather be 150. You know, but you know she grocery shopping. You don't. So at some point, you feeling like the 300 might be too much. Hey, baby, listen. We need to kind of cut back.
Right.
Right? And now the conversation turns to, well, what's the problem? What's the problem? You got a problem with me spending money all of a sudden? What's the problem? Right? And you, with this hypothetical, because of course you saying, hey, I'm the one that's working. I'm the one that's bringing in the money.
I wouldn't say that though.
That's why I said hypothetical.
Because the thing is, like I keep saying,
But before you answer that, can we agree this happens?
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen to me. That's what I'm telling you. It happen. It's gonna happen a lot, but it's not gonna happen to me.
Right.
Because as soon as you turn around and say, "Well, you got a problem with me spending too much money," I wouldn't be with nobody like that. If I even thought that you had tendencies to do something of the sort, we have nothing in common. Because at that point, you lost sight of what really mattered. Like you're not even trying to understand why you should stop spending money. Your first question is, why I gotta stop spending money? Immediate no. No. Immediate no.
So it
'Cause
wouldn't
first
be
of all,
it wouldn't be a this
like
my money situation.
Well, here's the thing: if the money coming out of my pocket, and you don't even want to be you don't even want to be considerate the fact that I'm the only one, making stuff shake, then another conversation needs to be had.
So your wife needs to be
But
considerate.
you shouldn't even have to get to that conversation. Yeah. What you mean? If you're the only one working, absolutely. But that don't mean you have to be inconsiderate. You can't just call the shots because it's your money. That's not what I'm saying. I ain't saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying I really
Well,
don't
I
see
mean,
myself.
I'm just asking the question.
I'm just saying I don't see myself putting myself in a situation to have questions or incidents of the sort. Because I already don't like incidents of the sort in normal life with people that I'm not dating, with just normal people. Like, especially when it comes to money, because a lot of people think that you would be willing to throw something away for some money. Some people are. I'm not them. But some people are. Some people would be willing to throw away relationships, friendships, other opportunities, just because either they feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's a money thing or it's a pride thing. More times than not, they go hand in hand. When somebody feel like they the big dog, they don't want, just like for example, Tank Davis. The league is trying to make him fight somebody. He ain't fought nobody in a certain amount of time because he feel like even the guys with the belts are not good enough to fight him at the pay that they want. So everybody that's sending him a fight, they basically got to be the B side because he feel like he's the best guy. If they have an A side, he turning the fight down automatically. Like what's his name, Devin Haney. Even if Devin Haney send him a 50-50 split, he gonna send it back. Man, we not 50-50. Because I at least believe I'm a notch better than you. So we're going to start at 60-40. Right. So he feel like some people, it's disrespectful to even offer 70-30.
But now you do know, I'm with you, but now you do know
what
that, well, you don't know, but I'm just, because you're not married, you never been married, but there are a lot of people who really think that disagree that marriage is 50-50.
Right.
There is a great percentage of people who do not believe that marriages are 50-50.
I don't.
You don't what?
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it's 50-50?
No.
So what do you think it is?
It's situational.
It's situational.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta explain that. What you mean situational?
Some days it's gonna be 80-20. Some days it's gonna be
But
50.
why?
Some days it's gonna be 46.
Why?
That's just
No, I know why, but I want you to the people want to know why you say
they
that.
should know why though.
What that you can't
Everybody's gonna know
assume. You
it.
can't assume
That's
that.
normal life.
You can't assume that.
What human?
You can't assume they know though.
What human has ever woke up the same way, felt the same way every single day of their life?
I'm with you.
I guarantee
I'm
you,
with
Jesus
you.
didn't even feel like that every day of his life.
I'm
So
with
why
you.
should you believe that you always gonna get the best version of somebody every single day? That's not the point, because that you never gonna get that. That's unrealistic. You think Jay-Z get the best version of Beyonce every single day?
And you know what I think?
What?
I think you need the show. I think I need to move over.
I'm just telling you.
I think
you
the
asking
one-
me questions, I'm giving you
Yeah,
answers.
I think you the one need the show. I
But
think
this,
I
but
need
this
to
just
be a
goes.
guest.
But again, we saying this just goes to show how so many people think they have common sense and they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because why do you? First of all, you thinking that you gonna get the perfect version of somebody every day. You don't even get the perfect version of yourself every day.
Make a whole lot of
So
sense.
if I can't get the perfect version of me every day, how I'm
Definitely
gonna get the perfect
can't
version
get-
of you
yeah.
every day?
Make a lot of sense.
Or maybe not get it, but how can I expect the perfect
Yeah.
version of you every day?
yeah,
I ain't even getting good versions of me every day.
yeah, make a lot of sense. Make all the sense in the world to me. But this is the thing.
But
too.
that's why some people getting married too early. They feel like in 3 or 4 months, it's perfect.
right.
But you haven't even seen the real side of people. Like some people getting married and never live together. I don't understand that. Cause
Oh shoot, they got people that's married sleep in separate rooms since the marriage. But let me, just to circle back real quick. No, this is real life.
I know.
But to circle back real quick, when you said it's never 50-50, right?
Right.
So I agree with you, but this is why I agree with you. So people confuse what 50-50 is,
Mm-hmm.
right? Everybody confuses what 50-50 is to me. Number one, just because a person or a marriage starts out a certain way doesn't mean it's going to continue to fly that same way.
Right.
Right? So what I mean is this. A wife can be a flight attendant,
Mm-hmm.
can make a plethora of money. The husband can be a barber, right? They're living well. Things are great. Kids are great. And then, boom, now the wife can no longer work,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
So now there is no 50-50 because the wife can't work. She can't give you her 50.
She
Right?
can, though.
Not financially,
Oh.
right? So she can make it up in other ways, but right now we're talking about money wise. So financially, she can't, cause we just said money and pride is the two things that tear shit up,
Mhm.
right? So because she can no longer offer her 50 financially, the husband, if we talking about how you supposed to do it the right way,
Right.
he has to take up her 50.
Right.
Right? Not, it don't have nothing to do with I don't want to or it's gonna be hard. This my wife.
Right.
So I'm obligated because this is my wife to make up the slack.
Right.
No matter how hard it's gonna be, this is my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
But in this day and time, we find everything is great until one person falls off. Right? When one person falls out, now it becomes, oh shoot, man, hey, shoot, you gonna have to, hey, bro, like you gonna have to come on with it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't finna be doing this all by myself. You have to come on with it. I read something a while back about a blind man. Man was married to a woman for I don't know how many years. The woman ended up going blind, and the man gave his eyes. This is long ago. It's been a while since I read it, but gave his eyes to the wife, so his wife could see, and the wife ended up leaving him to get somebody else.
See?
True story. So it's just man. Let me tell you, 50-50 is so that whole phrase is so out of reality. That's just so out of reality, man. It's just so out of reality. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never liked that 50-50 shit. I ain't never liked it. I ain't never been a fan of it. There's back in the day they say a husband take care of the family. My grandpa and them took care. My grandpa and them was, back in the day that's what it was. The man took care of the house, the women, worked or whatever, whatever the case may be. But this independent stage, this stage where we are now, it's like, shit, man, hey, I'm so used to doing stuff on my own, I don't need you. I'm so used to going out and getting it and being a go-getter because I'm so used to you not being able to do this and you not being able to do that. I ain't finna compromise anything, you know what I'm saying, or put nothing in your hand because you ain't no guarantee. Mm-hmm. Why would I go 50-50 with somebody that ain't no guarantee? People really think this way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so, like the comment said earlier, you might as well be roommates. You might as well we just got an arrangement going on. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can have a wife and realistically, objectively say, yeah, in a sentence, you having a conversation with somebody say, yeah, man, shit, I know I gotta give you that 60. Soon my wife paid me back that 200 she got from me. I'm gonna give you your 60. What? Mm-hmm. What? Like you say that like with the straight face, like that's the normal thing to say. No. You know what I'm saying? And then what's cold is the person you say it to, they don't even say, huh? You say what now? Soon as your wife pay you back the money she owes you, they don't even catch it. Because it's so normalized now, people just going around and say, yeah, shit. Yeah, my husband owed me $400. What? How? How is it that your husband owed you $400? That make sense. You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody says, that reminds me one time, my mother-in-law said to me, son, I want you to come by. Let me turn this around. She said, son, I want you to come by and what you gonna charge me to clean my carpet? Remember that? Granny said, what you gonna charge me to clean my car? What? What am I gonna charge you to clean your car? What? What I look like charging my mama to clean her carpet? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? But that's the same. It's just weird to me, man. I don't understand that at all. But the comments were so matter of fact, let me read some of these comments to y'all. Cause y'all think I'll be making some of this stuff up. I promise, man. Y'all probably think I'll be making up some of this stuff, man. Let me read to y'all some of these comments that was said when I put this post up, man. I got to, man, look here, man. Okay, let's get into it. So, Vicky Green said, no such thing. It's our money, right? Then the next comment came from Jackie Curry said, they can, but you ain't gonna get it. Meaning, yeah, they can owe me, but you ain't gonna get it, right? The next comment was, let's see. That one was hidden. I can't see. Oh, I can unhide it. Says, did my husband send this to you? Then somebody says, yes. If she asks to borrow money, that means she plans on paying him back.
No, she
don't. Yeah, I don't think she ever plans on paying him back.
Ever.
Yeah, I don't think she ever gonna pay that back. Kanika says absolutely not. Colvin says negative. Deshaun King says definitely. Definitely. I mean, there ain't no doubt she can owe me money. Then Alicia says no. Angela says of course not. Monique says hell no. Let's see. Kevin Haney says I can't read that because they've been blocking me. I can't read that. It says how they feel. We owe them because they have a special tool, but they need to realize that we also have a special tool. Was made for each other, and them battery operated tools isn't gonna get it. They do what humans can do. That goes both ways, right? And Monique says no such thing. One band, one sound. Now, if you and your spouse are married but identify as single, I guess. But I know nothing about their lifestyle. Eureka says, LOL. Adrian Richards says, yep, run me my bread, please. Miss Troy says, no. Carolyn Smith says, you gotta be kidding. Mia says, it can cause separation. Kiva Williams says, no, but a husband can definitely owe his wife. Wow. Yeah, those are the responses, the comments when I put the post up. So as you can see, that was a variety of people who commented a variety of different ways. Let's see. Kedrick says, the question is who's more subjective to feeling that their spouse owes them, the man or woman? And why would this not even be identified before a marital agreement? You heard that?
Say again.
Says the question is who's more subjective to feeling that their spouse owes them, the man or woman? Then it says, why would this not even be identified before a marital agreement?
Yeah, I agree with the last one.
Yeah, I don't think it's a question of who feels who's subject to feeling who owes a man or a woman. I don't even think that part matters. I think
that part.
Yeah, I don't think that makes a difference. I mean,
it probably does.
Why? Male or female, I don't think it matters. I mean, husband or wife, I don't think it matters.
Well, who's normally
getting the money? That's just gender. I mean, shoot. Nowadays, we ain't talking about in the 60s. We talking about right now, 23, 24. Women making just as much money as men.
That wasn't the question. I said who's normally giving the money.
It's hard to say now.
No, it's not.
It's hard to say now. The numbers are so you automatically saying that men right now are more likely to be taking care, paying all the bills and taking care of the household right now.
Yes.
You really believe that?
Yes.
Wow.
Think about what happened if they don't.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's not even the norm right now. Women is independent as shit right now.
Who told you that?
What you mean? Real life told me that. I'm seeing
it. They can see the thing is, you can't. Two things can be true. You can still be independent and be getting taken care of.
Yeah, that's true.
So what are we talking about? Because I know a lot of independent women that are still getting taken care of.
Yeah, but you mean take care of as far as what? You mean buying?
What does taking care of mean?
It can mean a variety of different things. It ain't got that. Doesn't have no one specific meaning.
What's the basic definition of somebody taking care of you?
You saying we talking about married people. We ain't talking about. We not talking about no independent woman with no sugar daddy and all that.
I'm going off what you said. This is what you said. That's what came out of your mouth.
What I said?
You said you talking about independent people. I said I've seen some. You can still be independent and be married.
What?
Can you not?
I don't know about that.
How?
I don't know about that.
Since when did people come? That's the problem. People become deep. You don't have. You can.
I don't know about that.
You can be together and not be dependent on another person.
I don't know about that. How? That's what a marriage is.
No,
a marriage is a us, not a we.
Marriage is not,
I mean, not a me. It's a we, not a me.
See, I disagree. Marriage is not codependency.
So you mean to tell me? Now, mind you, you ain't never been married, but I'm asking you this anyway. So you trying to tell me? You're
going off a definition.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going off.
By definition, first of all, you asked me, so I'm telling you, codependent.
But you can't tell me objectively because you've never been married. You telling me what you think,
okay? Right?
You telling me what you think.
It's not about the marriage. You putting a title to it.
Okay, what is it about?
I'm just talking about the relationship in general.
Okay, spit it. I'm listening.
You can be in a relationship and still be an independent person. being with somebody else doesn't make you codependent.
You can be in a relationship. You not a marriage. We talking about a marriage.
You can still. I think you're missing what I'm saying.
No,
you
I
can
ain't
still
missing.
be married and be independent.
How?
Because what are you basing independency off of?
Attitude,
a mindset.
No. It's not about what I'm basing it on.
So what does independent mean to you?
You are first of all. Do you know? Open this.
No.
I'm about to
I'm
tell
trying to
you.
answer
We
your
about to
question.
get into it.
So
we about to get into
it's
it.
nothing to get into. Answer my question.
No. We about
Answer my question. What's independent to you?
Independent means you are solely not dependent on anyone or anything.
Right.
You are self-sufficient.
So
that is the definition of independent.
So let me ask you this. So are people that are conjoined with other people not self-sufficient? Do you believe yourself to be self-sufficient?
Of course.
Have you been married?
Of course.
All right.
Well, you say that to say what? You just
said.
No.
I just said two people that are together do not need to be codependent. You can still be independent. So do you not feel like you was independent?
No. Listen.
Two independent people can be together.
Listen. In a relationship, let me take these off because you got in a relationship. Let's clear some stuff.
So do you view? Let me ask you this. So
and then one thing at a time.
Let's take. No. This is the same thing. So is Jay-Z independent?
No.
How?
He married.
If Jay-Z leave Beyonce today,
he will be independent.
So how is he not independent right now?
He's married. The key word you said if Jay-Z leaves Beyonce.
You're thinking about independency as
there's no way. Let me tell you something.
We just have two different definitions of
First of all,
you don't think Beyonce is independent?
Not now.
How?
Because she's married. She has a husband who takes care of her.
If we're going off of independency. Independency is the ability to provide for yourself, to feed for yourself. You don't need nobody else. Beyonce does not need Jay-Z. They're together, but she don't need him. He don't need her.
I don't disagree.
But they are together.
I don't disagree.
So how is that not two independent people being together?
Because they are married, son. You not listening.
I am listening.
You're not listening. If you are in, let me tell you something. When a person gets married, matter of fact, I just had a show about can a person who's receiving government assistance be truly independent? I did a show on that, right? Mm-hmm. And you'd be surprised at how many people say, yeah, you can be independent. Of course you can be independent. How? If you Google the word independence right now, the definition says self-sufficient. There's no way you can be independent if somebody's helping you.
It says free from outside control, not depending on another's authority.
Continue. No, continue. That ain't all it says.
Not depending on another livelihood.
Continue.
Or substance.
Continue.
An independent person or body.
Continue.
That's it.
No, that ain't it.
Self-sufficient and self-supporting.
That exactly.
So is Beyonce not self-sufficient or self-supporting?
Not now. No, she's married. No, so you. First of all, you cannot be. Listen.
We can just.
Let me just put it to you like this.
It's no matter how you put it.
No, listen to me. How can Beyonce? So does Beyonce not spend any of Jay-Z's money? Yes or no?
She definitely does.
So how is she independent?
Because she don't have to spend any of Jay-Z.
We're not talking about what she has to do. We're talking about what she does. We're talking about reality. If she's spending any of his money, she cannot be independent, kid.
Who made that up?
What you mean? You just read the definition, son.
Who made that up?
Nobody made it up. You
so
just read the definition.
Beyonce spends Jay-Z money, she's not self-sufficient.
She cannot be self-sufficient if she's married.
The lady worth $1 billion.
Correct. She's not only spending her money; she's spending his too. She's spending his too. Independent.
Do you consider your kids to be self-sufficient? Do you consider me to be self-sufficient?
Yes.
How? From time to time, I spend your money.
That's
what you just said.
No,
that's the exact words you just said.
No.
You said you just said I'm self-sufficient.
Now listen,
right?
Listen, you are.
But from time to time, you get me some things. I spend your money, right?
Time to time, like what?
Stop beating around the bush. You beating around the bush.
No, because
I got you.
No, you don't have me.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't have me.
You beating around the bush.
No.
I'm not trying to do anything.
Listen.
You just said she can't be self-sufficient if she's spending somebody else's money.
Listen, if you are receiving help from anybody.
So you're not self-sufficient?
No, hell no, I ain't self-sufficient.
How?
Not right now. Hell no, I got a lot of people helping me. I've got to have all the help I can get. Hell no, I ain't self-sufficient. You crazy? Self-sufficient? No, not even close. Hell no. But in order for you to be self-sufficient, You have to be able to completely see about, take care of yourself
And Beyonce can't do
without in. Sure, she can, but she's not doing
You
it.
just said you have to be able to. Is she able to? Yes or no?
Son,
That's
she's
what you
not-
said.
She's not. I did say that, but
Okay.
she's not doing that.
So I need you.
She's
I
not
need you
doing
to
that.
stand on what you just said.
She's not doing that.
You
though.
didn't say if you
cannot
do
be
it or
sa-
not. You said ability. Is she
Son.
able? Yes or no?
Of course, yeah, she's able, but
Okay,
she's
so-
not doing it.
That's what you
But
said.
she's not doing it.
Okay, so I need you to retract your statement.
No,
for the
hell
camera.
no, because I specifically said. So
You
can we
said
agree
if-
that she's not doing it?
We can agree on that. But
Okay,
that's
so
not what
what's
you
the
said.
problem? Oh,
You
man,
just said
shit, no.
Somebody play. I hope somebody clipped this. I hope you got somebody on this.
You just said if you are able. Is she not able? Yes or no? It's quiet. Why?
I put my glass back on.
Put them on.
I plead the fifth. Listen to me.
All right.
I plead the fifth.
That's normally what people do when they wrong. They plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I just think for me, realistically, in a marriage, when two people are married, there is no I, there's a we. There is no you, there's a us. So there's no way for one person inside this marriage to be more or to be independent at all, because both people in this marriage rely and depend on one
See,
another.
that's the problem. People feel like I again feel like that's why a lot of people can't successfully stay together for a long time, because you need that person.
You dependent on, you married to him.
That's the problem. You should want people, not
You
need them.
you everybody needs somebody.
No, everybody don't need nobody.
Boy, that's a lie. Cause you just sit here and said every now and then you got to pick up the phone and call
But
your dad.
but that's see. First of all, let's.
So that's different.
No. It is. For
How
one,
the
because
hell is that different?
Because I don't need you. I understand life is easier with your help.
So
I
you
do
don't
understand
need
that.
me.
I don't.
So you mean to tell
I
me?
haven't for the past 3 years.
I'm just trying to get an understanding, cause you just told me from time to
I
time
do. Yeah,
you pick up the phone and say, "Dad,"
I do.
but you don't need me.
I don't.
Okay, so I
Because
can.
if
So
you don't
I
answer-
hold
if
on.
you don't
Just
answer-
get to,
go ahead,
make
say
sure
whatever you gotta
somebody
say.
put a pin in this, cause we gonna save this, and I'm gonna share this to every
Right.
social media outlet that's possible.
Right.
So what you telling me right now is,
Mm.
I don't have to look for no more phone calls or text messages that say, "Dad, I'm out of dog food. Dad, I got a blowout." No, hold on.
That wasn't
hold
the
on.
conversation.
Hold on. Dad, can you call such and such and see how much it's gonna cost to get my car fixed?
Right.
Dad, can you? I ain't got to worry about none of this no more. That's what you're telling me. I'm
What
just
I'm-
trying to
what-
get some
what I'm
clarity,
saying-
son. That's all.
I just gave you all the clarity you needed. You're trying to flip it to
I'm
fit your
not
narrative.
flipping nothing.
I
You
never
just
said what I said.
don't
If you're
need you.
listening, if first of all, listening is fundamental, like you always said.
Johnny
You're
had 5
listening.
apples.
Exactly. If Johnny had 5 apples, I don't need you, but I do understand. That's what I'm saying. You can understand that life may be easier with somebody. That's just like people who, like the lady said, become roommates. Okay, I understand rent is high. So instead of me paying the whole rent by myself, let me just go ahead and split it with somebody else, somebody reasonable. You know what I mean? That's an adult, a logical thing to do. Now, I do believe that men are more logical than women.
I ain't touching that.
You don't have to touch it. That's just the nature of how people are
I
built.
heard you. I
Men are
ain't
built off
touch-
logic. Women are built off emotion.
I ain't touching that. I heard.
Okay, well, you don't have to touch anything.
You got that
what
one
I'm
all by
telling you
yourself.
is you cannot just say, and I feel like I have a better understanding because in my generation, whatever your age calls it, whatever y'all call it, my generation is probably gonna have probably the highest percentage of independent women because
Oh,
now,
definitely. I don't disagree
okay
with
then.
that. Definitely.
Think
Yeah,
about
by far.
by the time I'm 30, how many, you know what I'm saying? Like just from what the playing field that we looking at. So
Right. But we're not talking about.
Yes, we listen. Let me get around to what I'm saying. So I was never basing it off marriage because you said I never been married. That is true, but I have, you know what I'm saying? I've seen the playing field, and I understand the way life is going. Some of the best people understand the trends in life. That's how we make our money. That's how we stay ahead of the game. So I understand where life is going, but you can't just write off and say that just because you married you can't be independent. You can be independent and still give up something for a bigger piece.
I don't disagree with that.
Like if you, let's say, I got half a pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got half a pizza, right?
Johnny had 5 apples.
Johnny have, or better, let's not use pizzas for example. We going to McDonald's.
Uh-huh.
Both of us dead broke.
Uh-huh.
I got $2.50.
Mm-hmm.
You got $2.50. We can somewhere get some kind of meal with that $5. I can get my own break menu meal. You can get your own break menu meal. But why would we not just double up and just get us a bigger portion?
I'm with you, son.
You not.
I'm
Because
with
you just disagreed.
I did not disagree.
You
What
just
I
said that you
no.
cannot be self-sufficient and independent if you're married. I disagree. Because you can. Just because you're married does not. See, people get in, and I do understand. I do feel like that's a problem with your generation because a lot of y'all got together or whatever you want to call it and forgot individuality.
Son, let me ask you this.
You ask me what you want to
Let me
ask.
ask you this question. Do you know the purpose of a marriage, a partnership?
You keep
I'm
bringing
asking you a question.
keep bringing it back
I mean,
around
I'm
to
just-
marriage.
I'm
You
asking-
just said you
I'm-
wasn't gonna ask me anything that I didn't know nothing about. So don't ask me nothing else about
let me
marriage because I've
flip.
never been married.
Okay, let me flip.
So only ask
Okay,
since,
hold on.
since
Let me
this
flip.
what you're
Let me
doing.
flip.
Only ask me about things that we have both been through.
Okay, so let me flip it.
Make it
let me,
realistic.
let me simplify it for you. You and your brother play
Right.
basketball it out together.
Right.
You only play with your brother. Why? Why?
Because he gave me a good chance of winning.
Exactly.
Right.
So, do you think you could
But
win?
I beat him. Absolutely.
Now you
And
asked,
do
I'm
I
asking-
think I
you
can win
can't-
without
you
him?
can't take
Absolutely.
over. You can't take over quick.
Okay,
So,
ask the
so,
question.
so you think
Yes.
if you played
Yes.
without your brother,
Yes.
you would have the same success rate?
Me, yes. Because I know how to beat him. I know how to beat him. If me and you go to the park,
I'm not talking about
it don't matter
against
who-
him.
it don't
I'm
matter
not
who
talking
the
about
people-
you playing against him.
you just
I'm saying
if I leave him at home and I go to the park, am I still gonna win the same amount? I probably can. Because I know how to build teams. I'm a team builder. So you asking the wrong person. You asking the wrong person. Because
you know what I think? I think you should. This should be your show, and I should just pop in from time
we
to
going
time.
back to what we just said.
and let you do
we
it.
have already established that I'm an extremely logical thinker.
Well,
I take emotion out of things.
Yeah.
So you saying just because I leave my brother at home, I can't win without him? Yeah, that's cool. I love my brother, but I know
Well,
how
I'm
to
not-
go.
I'm not
I
saying
know
that
how to go
because
to
of
places and get W's, or vice versa. If he go and we get into it or something one day, he want to play on another team, that's fine. I'm gonna build the best team to counter what he do best. I'm really built off self-sufficiency. That's me. But I do not believe that you have to dumb down self-sufficiency to make a cohesive effort. You
I
don't
just
have to do
think
that.
I'm with you, but I just think when you enter into a partnership, because we gonna say partnership,
Right.
into a partnership, you enter into this partnership to make things better for one another.
Right.
Like you and Deja didn't move in together just solely because that's your favorite cousin and you love her. You
Right.
moved in with her because it lessened the load,
Right.
right? Financially.
But
For you.
again,
You
I
could
agree.
probably do it on your own, but it lessens
That's
the load.
That's what I've been
So,
saying. You've been disagreeing for 15 minutes.
I'm not disagreeing with anything. I'm
You
just telling you, you cannot. Only thing I told you was this: you cannot be independent and somebody's helping you.
No, that's not
I
what you said. You said you can't
Lies.
independent and be married. Run
If
clip.
I did, correct. You
That's
can't.
not true though.
You cannot be independent and be married. How?
So what are we talking about right now?
Marriage is a combination of two people helping one another to achieve one main
A
goal.
combination of two people.
Correct.
1 plus 1. An
Correct.
individual plus an individual.
Combining.
But you're still two
Not,
individuals.
not when you're married, you're not.
Well, how?
That's what it tells you. That the two become one. There's no two when you're married. It's one. That's
Well,
why
that-
most marriages
that's
don't
what-
fucking
that's-
survive.
that's
Because
what
the one
tells you.
because one person in the marriage thinks my one is bigger than your one. It's not two.
That's
my
not-
one is bigger than your one. I'm the alpha one, you the under one. That's why the marriages don't last. It's never
See,
we this.
that's
we this.
delusional.
That's the problem.
That's delusional because
Which part?
the truth of the matter is somebody is always one and somebody is always two. The great marriages just have a good understanding of blending the lines so we never have
That's
to get down
bullshit.
to who's one and who's two.
That's
But
bullshit.
when have you ever
know
seen
it.
a completely 50-50 relationship?
I ain't
When?
never seen it. I ain't
Exactly.
never seen it. But
You're
that
never
don't
gonna see
mean
it.
I don't disagree.
You
But
never
that does not mean somebody is more important than the other.
I'm not saying more important.
You just
If
said
you-
somebody got to be one and somebody got to be two.
Majority of the time,
That may
somebody
be the case, but
always
that's not
takes
how
the
it
lead
works.
and somebody always follows. It's rare that you have two leaders together.
That
It's
ain't-
very rare.
That's a basketball team, not a marriage. That ain't how no marriage goes.
Okay.
The marriage is supposed to be the equal. It ain't never that way, but that's the way it's supposed to be. It's never gonna
If
be
we
that.
went off of what was supposed to be, every kid in Africa would have water right
I
now
agree.
and all kind of things. So let's stop going off of what's supposed to be and go off of what's real life.
1000% agree. What's the comment say? You can definitely have independency while being married.
Thank
I
you.
don't
Somebody
agree.
got a
Pop.
brain.
You know who said that? Somebody that's not married.
Do it matter?
Hell yeah, it matters. It's not about.
First of all,
50-50.
hold on. Let me
Sometimes
ask you this. Why do it matter?
First of all, you cannot objectively speak on something you don't know anything about.
It has nothing to do with marriage. Some people have got married for the wrong reasons.
I
Some
agree.
people have been married for a day.
I don't disagree.
So what the marriage part, you keep bringing it back to being married.
Because
You can
the
be married and not
conversation-
know how to be married.
I don't
A
disagree.
lot of people have
I
been
agree.
married and had no business being married.
I agree.
So just because you said I do, don't give you the right to speak like you had a great marriage. That don't
That's
mean
not
that.
what I said.
Because some people have had better relationships than marriages. True or false?
That's not what
Is that
I
true or
said.
false?
I agree with you.
Okay.
But
so
that
you
ain't what I said.
What you said was people cannot speak on being married if they have not been married.
How?
Some people
You
that's
don't
what
even
you
know.
just said.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
You're
Listen
missing the
to me.
point.
No, I ain't even
I'm
missing
gonna say it
the
one
point.
last time.
You sharp, but you ain't sharp.
I'm gonna say it one last time.
You
'cause
sharp,
missed it.
but you ain't sharp.
Let me give it to you one last time. Because clearly, I'm not going to keep speaking on the same thing. Just because you have been married does not mean that you get to speak on it. If you had an unsuccessful marriage, you shouldn't tell me nothing about being married. Why am I listening to you?
Grab me something to drink. Give me something to drink.
Nah, I gotta go to commercial break,
Give me
'cause
something
I'm
to
standing
drink,
on
'cause
business.
you think you sharper than
I don't
that.
think nothing.
Where
I'm
you going?
telling
I
you
the
what you
refrigerator right there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you.
Stop this, man. Give me something to drink. Listen, this is all I'm trying to tell you, son.
What do you want?
Whatever, it don't matter. Just give me something.
You gonna get NyQuil in a second.
No, I don't want that. This is what I'm trying to tell you, son. Objective. I can agree with you that marriages are not what they're supposed to be. We can 1000% agree on
I
that.
think when you play this back, you're gonna have a different perspective.
However, no, not really.
Because I was never talking about marriage.
I know it. But here's the thing. 99% of the time, because nobody's batting 1,000. 99% of the time, the whole purpose, supposedly, the purpose of joining two people together, right, is for two people to now give up the ones and become equal. That's the whole purpose. That's what the whole shindig is all about. Me giving up my eyes, you giving up your eyes, and us becoming one soul thing, right? One soul thing. We on the same page. Now, that 9 times out of 10 never happens because you got pride, you got egos, you got people. One person believing they're big, they're better than the other. One person makes more money. One person has a better job. One person may, there's a whole lot of different variables that go into why this never works, right? So, can you be independent in a marriage? I think anybody can be, if need be, sure. But understand this: the whole purpose of getting married is for you not to have to be independent.
I never
Yeah,
disagreed
I'm
with
just
that.
saying that's the whole purpose is
That's
for you not to have
ideally.
to handle everything
Ideally.
by yourself. Correct. I said that.
How many people are ideal?
Oh shit.
Probably less than 10%. Probably less than 10%.
You might be right about that. You may definitely be right about that. But I think first of all, when you start saying, for example, Jada says, I think you can be independent and still be married. The one thing that creates issues in a marriage is too much independence. It's one person feeling like their ability to do things a certain way, or ability to do things without your input, or my ability to I don't have to call you if I want to buy a new washer and dryer. I don't have to call you if I don't like how you cut the grass. We get in the yard, man. You know what I'm saying? I think too much independence will ruin a marriage in itself, because here's the deal. When you get married, and I can tell you objectively, some decisions I really don't give a shit about. You know that. I'm like, hey, whatever you want to do, I don't care. But some decisions, I think they call major decisions. There has to be a conversation. I remember one time my mama said,
that, again, that's why I'm saying that's not a marriage thing. That's just a human decency thing. That's having respect.
you're not gonna do that in a relationship.
Who not?
Oh man, you tripping.
I'm not saying I am, but I'm just saying that
nobody does that in a regular relationship. Nobody. Let me tell you something.
Crazy.
Your grandmother called me one time. It's been a while. Your grandmother called me one time and said, "Hey, I need $200." Right? I said, "Okay, let me talk to my wife, and I see what the wife say, and I'll let you know." You know what she said? For what? I'm your mom. What you got to ask your wife for? In a relationship, not a marriage, I don't have to ask my wife shit. I can just say, all right, mom, I'm going to send you the money. I'm going to cash app you the $200. But in a marriage, although my wife said yes,
but
I still have to have this conversation. It don't matter.
It does.
No, that shit don't
If
matter.
you give your mama $200 out of your pocket,
there is no your pocket. In a marriage, it's our pocket.
I thought you said you had a separate account and a joint account.
I did, but there's no separate money, son. That's the whole topic.
So even if you have separate accounts and a joint account, it's still no separate money.
There ain't no such thing as separate money.
Now, that's ridiculous.
Ain't no such thing as separate money.
I
That's
do
that
feel like
New
my
Millennium shit.
No, it's not.
That's that New Millennium shit. Oh, it's separate money now, because again, we talking about independence. Everybody's independent.
Right.
So nobody wants anybody to know how much money they got, where it's at. Everybody's hiding money. Shit, married, unmarried, nobody wants everybody to know where all their money is. Nobody wants to do that shit. I don't believe there's any well, maybe my uncle and my auntie still do that shit. They probably do. But ain't no whole lot of marriages, I believe, where a person can say, yeah, how much money we got in the bank? And you get an exact count. Because it's just one bank account, just one, where all the money is. Man, hell no. Unless they've been married 30, 40, 50 years, and maybe. But young people, no, ain't no way. Hell no. Ain't no way. But for me, I'm not gonna go take no money out the bank to give somebody without having a conversation.
Here's the thing. I just think that with y'all generation, I feel like we are gonna get a better understanding of healthy independency. Like y'all have a really bad habit of codependency, because what you talking about, how even though y'all have separate accounts, it's still our money. That's cool and all. I just feel like you should have separate accounts with a joint account, but not necessarily for the simple fact, not necessarily for the fact of, okay, this your money, this my money, but just being able to separate yourself from your partner. I feel like you should still be able to be yourself and be with your partner. You should not have to dumb down who you are, what you do, for somebody else.
I don't think it's.
But I'm not saying I don't want to make it a money thing, because it's not a money thing. I'm just saying that's the biggest way to think about it. The separate accounts.
Yeah, I don't think it's dumb.
Like how some people, you know, you have some people that don't never have girls' nights or don't never have guys' nights, where they, you know, they go and, you know, like that right there. Personally, I could never see myself in that situation where we just glued to each other, because that's not healthy for just a human. Like, you can't be your best self doing that.
Right.
So how are we gonna be the best us if you can't be the best you? That's all I'm saying. So it's not necessarily about specifically being married or what age or whatever. That's just how I look at it. At some point, you have to have
that makes sense.
Healthy independency, not necessarily independency, because all independency is not good independence.
That makes sense. But the reason why
now that needs to be a 50-50.
Now the reason why I said that we talking about, you know, define the money part is this, and I want you to hear what I'm saying to you with an open mind. Life is so tricky and so unpredictable that the very thing that you will say you want no part of
Mm-hmm.
will become the very thing that you have no choice but to accept. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, my point is this: though money should not be an issue, most of the time it is.
Right.
And so, the reality is where your level of independence is one thing, her level of independence is one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something will can happen to where now there is no more independence.
Mm-hmm.
The independent shit is out the window, right? And so now you find yourself, even though you were saying, hey, my money is my money, your money is your money, you do with your money what you want, I do with my money what I want. That shit will backfire on you in such a way to where reality will slap the shit out of you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you will be put in a situation, not to say that's going to happen, I'm just telling you, you never know because life is so unpredictable. You just don't never know. You will find yourself, you will be on top of the world being able to do whatever you want. Right? Things will be great, perfect. See, this, and I'm telling you this because there are a lot of movies that you can watch about this very shit. Not Easily Broken, which is a very good movie. Let's see, Acrimony.
Mm-hmm.
Acrimony. One people so Taraji, they love so. People can go through so much shit. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Mm-hmm.
And recover. But the recovery time takes so long.
Right.
So long till the other person don't want to wait.
Right.
You understand? And then once the recovery takes place,
Mm-hmm.
you've lost out.
I mean, it's like,
You see what I'm saying? So
Like I
I just think when you commit, relationship or otherwise,
mm-hmm.
when you commit to something,
Mm-hmm.
you have to understand that this commitment is not a one-sided thing.
Mm-hmm.
Independent or not, you got to know. You know how many women, not none of our viewers today, of course, none of them, but you know how many women have dated guys who had absolutely nothing? They just saw the potential. They have shit.
That must have been in your era.
That happens right now today. Well, yeah, my era, but it happens right now today too.
Too?
You not none of them or none of the people you know, but they maybe some of their friends. But that's reality.
That's like a 30.
You have some men who date women who have absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you disagree?
Nah. But men been doing it.
My point exactly.
Women haven't been doing that. Men been doing that though.
Women have been doing it too, son.
But I'm just saying men been doing that because, like, I mean, they always had to be the ones with the money. Even if you date a woman with money, you still have to be the one with the money. Or else they gonna talk about you. That's just how life is.
That's younger generation.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Think
man.
about somebody your age. People you know, if you know a lady with a broke husband and you think people don't talk about her, you crazy. Keep it real. If you know a lady and her husband not making no money, you know they talking about her. You know they are. You know they are. Come on now. You don't even gotta fight that one. You know they are. They say all the time, don't nobody want no broke man. It don't matter if your wife a millionaire. If they gonna tell you if your wife a millionaire, guess what? Your network need to be 1,000,001. You always gotta be a step up. They don't even like being equal. If your wife make $1 million and you make $1 million, they gonna make you feel like you ain't doing enough. So why are we out here trying to please these people? That's why I don't be trying to please nobody. Cause everybody always gonna have something to say, no matter what you do. Especially if you're a man. And you black.
You know.
But you just think, even to add to that, think about it from this perspective. Think about how many men don't even be trying to talk to women that make more money than them because of the fear of being looked at like that.
When you said it, I was thinking about that movie Not Easily Broken, where she made all the money and he was
Dudes don't
driving that ragged truck.
even be trying to talk to people because they feel like they already gonna get that negative connotation of not having as much bread as they want.
You know what? I never felt like that.
That's you.
I never.
That's you.
I
But I'm telling you,
I never
people
felt
is
like
out here
that.
getting
and
fried.
I ain't never really just been. I ain't never been rich. I've been. You know.
It don't matter. Let's say you make $1,000 a month. Your wife make $1,000 a month. Them people gonna tell you ain't standing on no business, even though y'all making the same amount of money.
What people
Because
gonna
they
tell
always feel just anybody because they always
Well,
feel
first
like
of all,
that
nobody
man.
should be able to tell me that because nobody should know how much money I make.
But we just talked about
Well, how
what
they
people,
gonna find out how much
we
money I
just
make?
talked about what people should and shouldn't do. Women run their mouth. Come on now, let's be honest.
You know, he said that. I ain't said
They
that.
know that. Look, one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not sure
I
for
ain't,
nobody.
I'm not. You ain't know.
These your viewers. I ain't got no viewers to.
I ain't said nothing.
I'm
about
telling you how
I
it is.
ain't said nothing about
I'm
no
telling you
women
how it
running their
is.
mouth. You said that. I'm not touching that.
I want a lady right now to comment if they want to date a broke man. Let me know.
Well,
And if you did, how long you stayed with them? Tell me
well,
that.
you know they gonna say no now. None of them people gonna say they want to date no broke dude. Really?
Exactly. But it's okay for a broke man to have to date it.
But
Because
hold on.
Here's the thing. If you a broke man and you say if you get on Twitter right now and say, man, I don't date broke women, you gonna get fried in them comments.
Man, let
You
me
gonna
tell
get
you
fried
something.
in the comments. But
Let me
if
tell
a
you
woman
something.
take your phone and tweet and say, I don't want no broke man, they gonna be in the comments talking about, don't we all? Don't nobody want a broke man. It's gonna be 3,000 retweets.
I'm not co-signing that
Why?
because I don't believe that. Let me tell you
You
something.
do believe that. You just don't want to upset them.
No, I don't believe that. Let me tell you something. When I came home from prison, I was broke.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
was broke. I ain't had no money. Nothing.
Right.
I had $50.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me $50.
Right.
I ain't have a dime. I didn't have no problem with getting no woman.
Right. We talking about me and you. We not talking about.
I'm just
the norm-
saying.
we,
You saying
we talking
broke,
about
you
the
saying
normal.
broke
We talking about the normal
situations.
man.
You
Are
don't
you the
even know.
Are you the normal man?
What you mean?
Are you a normal man?
Yeah,
Yes
I'm
or no?
normal.
In what way?
What you mean?
All
In
right.
every way,
I'm
I'm
done.
normal. What you mean? So I'm not normal?
Do you feel like everybody is on the same level as you in life? Do you just feel like you just an average? Do you feel like you the average guy?
See, now you setting me up.
I'm not setting you up. I'm asking you a question. Do you feel like you the average guy?
No, I'm not.
All right then. We talking about the average guy. The average guy cannot move like we move because they
Man, you
might
know how
not
many
possess
dudes-
all the skills that we
you know how
have.
many dudes get out of jail and have girlfriends in a week?
It don't.
They ain't got no
We-
money.
Okay, clearly, we operating under the basis of everybody is not the same. We know that, but I'm telling you, majority of people, if we go tomorrow to a different state, let's say we fly to Atlanta tomorrow, and we interview 50 women. I promise you, out of the 50, 40 of them gonna tell you they not dating no broke dude. 10 of them probably gonna tell you they will, and 5 of them gonna be lying. So you got 5 out of 50 that might be willing to do it. What percentage is that? Do you know? Do you know? What percentage is that? 5 out of 50. Do your quick math.
I don't
10%.
know. I don't know, but I just don't
10%.
think. I don't think.
So one in every 10 people would actually do that.
I don't think women are that shallow.
Why do you not think that?
I just don't.
We gotta start being more realistic.
I just don't think
We gotta
women
start
are
being more
that.
realistic.
I just don't. Not in the beginning. I just don't think in the beginning women are just that shallow.
You
as to
always
say.
get a probationary period.
Yeah,
But if you don't make no money in like 2-3 months, she gone.
Yeah, I don't.
Ain't nobody staying down like that no more.
I just don't think they just that shallow.
That's
Like,
what you.
you've
That's
been,
what you saying.
it's,
What you think.
especially if you've been trying, you've been making an effort.
But guess what?
You've been trying to get a job, it just
Guess
ain't
what?
working out. You've been
I
trying to do
always
this,
say
it just
this.
ain't working out. I just don't think they just
I
that
always
shallow.
say this. You
Comment
can- you
says
can
no
think
woman
something-
wants a broke man.
See, I don't even gotta read the rest.
It says no one. Yeah, we gonna read the rest. Don't tell me you don't have to read the rest. It says no woman wants a broke man, but we will because we see potential. That's our problem. We fall for the potential. I told you that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you always said when somebody show you who they is, the first time, believe them. So if you show me the first time that you can't get off your butt and go make no money,
Stop
or you
quoting
not a
stop quoting everything I
this
teach
your
you,
show.
'cause it is, but you can't say you can't.
I can say what I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm the guest.
Yeah, but you.
So
this need to
again,
be your
let's
show.
backtrack.
This needs to be your
Let's
show.
backtrack. When somebody tell you who they are the first time, believe them. If you tell me that you broke or you can't provide or you have a lack of the hustle gene, I'm gonna believe you the first time. I cannot. I'm not giving nobody no slack if they don't want to believe you the first time. I'm gonna believe you. That's how I said earlier. I wouldn't be in a situation where I have the money and I'm with somebody with a spending problem. That wouldn't be me. Cause I tend to believe when people tell me who they are the first time. That's just me. I'm a realist. I don't like to live life with all these what ifs. I don't. I'm gonna stand on business. Either it is or it ain't.
When's your birthday?
Like 3 months from now, why?
Because that's normally what women ask. What's your sign? I'm surprised that nobody said that.
It don't even matter.
What's his sign? He seems like, what is your sign? What's May? What's the sign for May?
I'm a Taurus.
A Taurus. What is a Taurus? What's the qualities of a Taurus? Because I'm sure it's gonna come sooner or later. But no, but
Stubborn.
that's
honest.
true. Huh?
Stubborn, honest.
That's true. That's true.
Don't ever want no help.
That's true. That's true. Damn, that's accurate.
Yeah, even though I don't believe in that kind of stuff, they tend to be accurate.
That's super accurate though.
They do tend to be accurate because everybody that
Damn.
but here again,
That's super. So
a
what's a
majority
Pisces?
of the people that I have met tend to act like me.
So what's a Pisces? What's the things for
I
Pisces?
don't know. I had to go.
Pull that up real quick. I'm just anxious. I generally don't even care about
But
signs.
I do tend
People
to
ask
find
me
it
all the
funny.
time, what's your sign? I'm like, I ain't getting in all that. I don't believe in all that. But
I
that
do,
was accurate.
I do tend to find it funny because sometimes when people bring that type of stuff up, it normally be accurate. Like for example, they have Aquariuses, which
No, yours was accurate.
people that are born in February. Everybody that I know that is an Aquarius, they all act the same way.
So what's mine say? Pisces, what's mine say? I'm curious.
Creative, empathetic, adaptable,
That's-
idealistic,
wow.
intuitive,
Damn.
generous.
It say that for real?
Yeah,
That's accurate as shit.
and escapist.
Escapist?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never knew that. Not a horoscope dude, but that's wow. I imagine that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's another thing. I like I said, I don't really put too much stock in that stuff, but I do tend to find it funny how when they explain the characteristics of said people, it tends to match up. I mean, not just mine. Like, for example, they have certain groups. So you got the 12 signs for the 12 months or whatever the case may be. I'm a part of Earth signs, right? They normally say that people in your same sign group get along. So
Wow.
my sign group would be Taurus.
What
Capricorn.
month is that?
Taurus is May. May and April, at the end of April, towards the middle of May, right? And then, and also in my sign group is Capricorn and Virgo.
Sign.
Now, my mama is a Capricorn. My best friend, one of them, is a Capricorn. My other best friend is a Virgo. Her twin sister, who is also my friend, these are people that I'm with every day.
That's really
Virgo.
weird that you know all that.
It's odd. No, it's odd just because
it's odd to me that
people
you
have
know all that shit.
people have pointed out these things to me because they say, hey, what type of people do you hang around? But my mama has always told me, majority of the people that I get along with that are girls.
Your mom was nice to everybody.
No. She's always said majority of the people that I get along with that are girls tend to resemble her in some fashion. And I always tell my friend Shay, they act just alike.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But their birthdays like 2 days apart. So I find that funny. But again, they always say Tauruses and Virgos get along the most. Me and my best friend been best friends for 6 years. My other closest friend is a Virgo. So it's just funny how, the chips fall.
Wow.
Even when they talk about compatibility or what sign you supposed to be dating or whatever,
Wow.
when they talk about stuff like that.
So I'm gonna ask you this, cause we got a banging show tomorrow night. Just gonna give y'all the topic. Tomorrow night's show is Happy Wife, Happy Life. That's the show tomorrow night. You guys, you thought tonight was good, boy. Wait till tomorrow. So let me ask you this: do you believe in happy wife, happy life?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Who wouldn't believe in it?
I'm just surprised to hear
How
you say that.
even if you did believe in it, you're not gonna have any peace at all. Like if your wife not happy, you're not gonna have any peace. Any. If you do have peace and your wife is unhappy, then that means it's probably something wrong with you. Because that's kind of odd for you to be in such a calm, peaceful state and your wife is like bounced off the walls. No matter what kind of like switch you have in your head or whatever. That's kind of odd. But again, you're not gonna have any peace.
I ain't getting into it. I'm gonna
So
wait
that's
till
why a
tomorrow
lot of
night
times
before I tell you
men
how
have
I
to
feel
do things
about it.
that they really don't want to do.
Yeah, they gonna have to wait till tomorrow to hear how I feel about it. Cause I don't.
Hey,
I'm just say this.
Sometimes you
I
just
don't-
gotta do what you
I
want to do.
don't. I don't
Make people happy.
necessarily. I don't necessarily agree with you, but I'm gonna say mine till tomorrow night. Cause yeah, I can't wait to get into it.
I'm just again, like I said, I try to be a realist. I'm going off scenarios. I don't really see a scenario where you have an unhappy wife and you have an happy life, because it's just going. Women just affect so many things due to their emotions, and they try to make the thing about, that I noticed about women is, like I said, I've only been alive 20 years.
I ain't touching.
But the thing that I notice about women is, most of the time, from what I've seen, if they're not happy, they don't want everybody else to be happy. They don't. They don't either want you to be happy, or the kids gotta suffer. Somebody else gotta suffer with them. They can't just be having a bad day and they be the only one having a bad day. They not selfless enough for that.
I'm not touching that.
Even mamas can agree to this. They get home and be going bonkers on the kids because they feel some type of way.
I ain't touching it.
You ain't gotta touch it. I'm telling you.
Look, Jada Allen says lies.
Anyway, let's ask Nate.
I'm not touching it.
I'm talking about Nate Jr. Let's ask
I
him.
ain't asking nothing. You asked.
I bet he agree.
I'm not touching that. I ain't touching that. I'm saving my comments for tomorrow because
the thing is, two things can be true, right? What? And this is the last thing I'm gonna say before I walk off. You can disagree with something, and it'd be the complete truth.
I agree with that.
That's all I got.
I agree with that.
A lot of people want to disagree with what I'm saying because they hear it in the format that they don't like, but that don't make it less true.
I ain't gonna, listen, all I'm gonna say
They
is
ain't asking me as a guest for no reason.
All I'm gonna say is this. At 20 years old, now I will say this, and I ain't just saying this because you my son. At 20 years old, you have been able to see a lot of shit I ain't want you to see. But I think because you were able to see so much of my life early on, you know what I'm saying? It kind of created an environment for you where you understood certain things differently.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
And so I just, you know what I mean, when we converse, you know, not just because we live, but we talk, you know, we talk all the time. We talk.
Real deal right
here. Yeah, I see. We talk, and most times I like our conversations because I know most times when I'm talking to somebody, I'm like the sharpest cat in the conversation. But when me and you talking, I'm like, I really gotta be like, dude, like, come on, man, you stop it, because we, you know what I'm saying? It's like we going with for with. You keep your old man sharp. These is dope. You keep your old man sharp.
$200.
And so I wouldn't have bought that.
They $500. These is the AirPods Max.
Oh wow. Yeah, I still wouldn't have bought them.
Yeah, they $500.
Jada says, I just don't think our emotions control everything.
Why would she think that?
I'm just reading the comments.
People love the movie Acrimony, right?
Hey.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah, a lot of people like it.
What happens in Acrimony? Can anybody tell me?
A lot of people like it.
What happens in Acrimony?
She went crazy.
Why?
No.
Because her feelings was played with, right?
I mean, you know.
All right, I'm gonna leave it there.
You know, hey, he did some stuff. You know, she thought he did some stuff.
I didn't ask you what he did. I said what happened. You said she went crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy as a what?
Yeah.
Is it an emotion? Yes or no?
It is.
All right, I'm packing up.
It's an emotion. It's an emotion. So listen, my son got to get out here before he leaves. You guys got anything you guys want to say to my son? You guys got any thank yous or any? Jada says, I'm telling you about when it pertains to happy wife, happy life. I'm talking about when it pertains to happy wife, happy life. Anybody got any comments for my son? Anything you guys want to say to him before he leaves the set? I appreciate you, kiddo. More than you know, man. You have been my main man. My right hand for a minute. What's this?
You can't have that one.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
nice. I like
Gotcha.
that. I like that.
$5.
Oh yeah, you gotta grab me a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta give me a couple of those. So tell the people bye, kid.
Hope everybody had a great show.
Well, you gotta get the camera, man.
I'm in all three cameras.
No, yeah, but not this. Somebody says good show. Somebody says very important. I mean, very intelligent young man.
I appreciate that. I try my best when I'm in school, out of school. But yeah, I think we need to do a part 2 on that college conversation.
Yeah, we do.
But
We
I wish
definitely
that people would like have their kids come and listen to it too, because I really don't need to be talking to grown people. I need to be talking to people.
I agree.
So they understand.
I agree. Just let me know when you're ready. We get it done.
Well, it ain't
So,
about me being ready. They need to bring their kids to listen.
So listen, before I let my son get out of here, I'm so glad he decided. He said no at first. He didn't want to do the show with me. He had to. Let me see where your iPad at. Put your iPad out real quick, just real quick before you go. He said, "Dad, I gotta study. I got work to do. I'll do the show if you do my essay." And I was like, "Okay, I can do it. What you got?" He's like, "I need an essay on Frederick Douglass." I said, "I can do that." He said 8 pages. I was like, "Nope, I can't do that." Yo. So he brought his iPad. Just so you, he brought his iPad, and he has been doing his essay and his work while I got started getting set up and prepared for the show. He was working on the side doing his essay. He's on the dean's list every semester.
Yeah.
They pay him to go to school. He still ain't satisfied with that. He think they owe him more money.
They do.
So I'm extremely proud of him. I'm extremely proud of all my kids, definitely for sure. But it's a hell of a feeling, man. That's all I can say. It's a hell of a feeling to have kids that have never been locked up, that have never been in trouble, that I don't have to worry about police calling me. That's a beautiful thing for me, and I'm so incredibly proud to be their pops. You know what I'm saying? My son, Jada. Hey Jada, make sure you tell Deuce I said what's up. My son, Jada, is my future daughter-in-law. Jada Allen is my future daughter-in-law. She is my namesake. That's his girlfriend. They live in Iowa, where it's snowing, and I am so incredibly happy that he is doing well in Iowa. You guys are doing phenomenal. I talked to him last night. He was out there walking the dog in the snow. So I'm happy about that. I plan to get to Iowa soon. Me and Raquel was talking about that last night when I sent her the video. We may come together to visit you guys. But I'm gonna let my son get out of here, and then I'm gonna close out the show. I appreciate it. You know where it's at?
Where's
You got keys? It's
in the
in
back?
it. Yeah, it's in that. Matter of fact, that small one next to the big one, that's puppy food. So you can just put
In
some.
the back?
Yeah, it's in the back.
How am I know which one got put with?
It's the small one. You know, the big one is for
The white one.
Yeah, that little small white one in the backside. That's the puppy food. Yep.
I gotta get close to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to wait, because I had to do 2 loads. Probably
Well,
like
whatever you gotta do.
do.
So, listen, tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow night show is gonna be big, man. It's gonna be super, super big. We got a show tomorrow night about happy wife, happy life. Excuse me, sorry about that. I can't wait to get into that show. There's a lot of different opinions. I've had a lot of different comments about that show. Everybody who tunes in tunes into our show, everybody who tunes into our YouTube channel, I am thankful. My YouTube channel is now, my subscribers are up to almost 800. I had 53. I'm almost up to 800 on YouTube. So I'm grateful to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. The channel, if you don't know yet, is called The Spree Speaks at youtube.com. Everybody who follows me on the Spree Speaks on Facebook, we have over 16,000 followers on that channel, on that page. And then my regular Facebook page, James Columbus, I broadcast from there as well. I have came to the realization that I'm never going to be liked by everybody. I'm never going to say what everybody wants to hear. I'm never going to be the perfect host for every topic, every situation, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. If you've been with me from the beginning, you notice the progression, you notice the change, and you notice the growth in the show. We started out with an iPhone and an iPad, and since then I've had so many people reaching out to me, just wanting to help me grow this podcast. I'm incredibly humble, and I'm not saying it just to for lip service. I'm being completely honest. From people making beats for the show, from people making t-shirts and hoodies, from people reaching out to me for business ventures, for just so many different things, man. I've had people contact me about TikTok and Instagram, just so many, and not to even mention how many people have inboxed me thank yous. I've had some shows that people have really felt personal about, and they have reached out to me and personally thanked me for those shows. Thank me for giving them the platform to be able to speak their truth or talk about their feelings about certain topics and things like that. And I always say, this is not about me. I keep saying that all the time. You see me, you hear me, but it's not about me. I genuinely and wholeheartedly want everybody to have an opportunity to speak their truth. I want you to have the platform to be able to say what you want to say freely without judgment from anybody. And a lot of times we don't have the ability to do that. We want to say it, but we don't, because we're afraid of who's watching, or we're afraid of this person may say this, or this person may say that, or these people may feel this way. And this is my show. I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, and that's that. You know what I mean? I'm transparent. I try to be as honest as I can be. And if you've noticed, I talk about anything. Whatever you guys want me to talk about, I talk about. I ain't ducking no topics. I ain't ducking none of that. You send it to me, we gonna get into it. From side pieces to abortion to teenage dads to teenage daughters and dads to blended families. I mean, it goes on and on. You know, we nonstop. And if you have not seen me, stay tuned. The train is pulling into a city near you. I don't know how to stop. Days when I can't get on and do the show, I really be disappointed. Not because I can't wait to see y'all, but I'd be disappointed because I know you guys are expecting to see me. And so keep watching, keep tagging people, Keep telling people about me, about the show. Keep sharing the videos. Keep subscribing. And most importantly, keep believing in the vision. Keep believing that what I'm doing is serving the right purpose and is reaching the right people. I don't ever knock. I made a post the other day. I'm not a TikTok dude. I just downloaded TikTok yesterday, and me and my son was trying to figure out. It won't let me go live on TikTok because I don't have no followers. You gotta have so many followers before it lets you go live. But I've always been a person who did not like bullshit. Like I ain't knocking nobody for posting it. You know, it's cool. I just don't want to post it. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about people. You know, that just ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about real people, real situations, real topic, real issues, and real solutions. That's it. I don't want to talk about nothing else besides that. I do hot topics because I know people want to hear drama and people want to hear negative shit, and so, but that's why I don't spend a lot of time on it. We get into it and then we get out of it. But I appreciate y'all, man. I do. In the future, you guys are gonna see some Spree merch, Spree Speaks merch. You guys are gonna see. There's a banner. You guys see this banner behind me. This is actually my DJ banner. I just put it up because, you know, it's I'm on it. So I just felt like it was appropriate to put up. But you're gonna see the Spree Speaks banner not long. It's gonna be one posted. Any input you guys can give is greatly appreciated. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. And you know, listen, I want to say, I'm gonna get off, but I gotta say this, man. I got a text message when I did the abortion show. That show was extremely personal. Man, that show was extremely personal to me, like for real. But I had somebody text me a personal message and just basically said, hey, I love that show. That show was dope. You know, that show was everything. You guys have no idea how that made me feel. Like, man, I was like, wow. If one person likes the show, that's enough. If one person says, hey, man, don't stop, that's enough. And so I'm thankful. I'm humbled. I love you guys, man. Like, I really do. You have no idea, man. You just don't have no idea. You know, the fact that people really believe in you and believe in what you believe in, it means everything. So I appreciate it. And, you know, always remember, man, stay humble and hustle hard day. I'm out.